What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more U2, and we're returning to Achtung Baby, 1991, and we're up to a tune I definitely know, which is to say, Mysterious Ways. I heard this when I was a pre-teen, early teenager. Again, I was born in 80, so in 91 I would have been 10/11. And in that regard, I sort of now view this a bit like I view Duran Duran's Come Undone and Ordinary World, meaning I knew Duran when I was a very little kid, and then like a decade later I remember hearing those two songs and being like, oh wow, like these guys are not only still around, but they're making tunes that are like at the top of the playlist, and I'm always hearing them on the radio. And in that regard, as I think I've mentioned as we've gone through U2's material, I didn't really know their catalog, but I remember hearing songs like Pride and With or Without You. And even though I didn't really have a sense of who U2 were, I remember those songs being played on the radio. And so when I heard Mysterious Ways, and eventually a little bit down the line I think Numb in the 90s, I was like, oh, these guys, I remember these guys, and they're clearly still making hits and so on. Now, as I'm learning, U2's trajectory, this album represented a break from some of their earlier material, and they were going in new directions and trying new stylings, which is not something I was aware of at the time, nor did I have enough of the full U2 discography in my head, the full experience, to recognize that sonically. But I definitely remember hearing this tune in the early 90s and very much enjoying it, and in particular I think Bono's vocals are very dynamic, and I can think of that like it's like a 2-chord riff. Like I can hear the guitar, I think, at the start of the track, and it's something that comes around and is a main ingredient in the sonics of this one. So that stands out to my mind, but I don't think I've heard it in many years, so I'm surely only remembering a bit of like a fraction of it. And what I do remember about the lyrics is that it's she who moves in mysterious ways. So I don't know who she is. Maybe there's a specific reference here. Maybe it's, any woman, or indeed like any person who's kind of entranced you and you're fascinated by, and thus there's a bit of an allure, even if there's a bit of mystery, and maybe, because there's a bit of mystery. So yeah, that's what I recall in advance, and surely the meaning is, even if that's heading in the right direction, is beyond that, more nuanced and specific than that. So I'll try to catch what I can. Let's give it a hearing. This is U2. The song is Mysterious Ways, and it's from their 1991 album Achtung Baby. Play? Okay.
Jonathan
absolute tune, and indeed, more than I was recalling in multiple respects. Number one, like, sonically, okay, I remember that guitar riff, but I didn't remember it had, like, the effects or distortion on it that it does. I remembered Bono's vocals were dynamic, but the passion and the intensity, and by the end, sort of the layering or the vocal riffing that he's doing, I didn't recall that. And the way it, like, combines different stylings or flavors, like, it has a bit of a blues flavor in terms of the guitar work and some of the vocals, which kind of have that fiery passion. But even then, it also has a bit of, like, and this may sound odd, but like gospel flair in terms of, like, the devotional passion that comes through in the singing, and especially that, like, organ. It has a, like, intensely played church organ kind of sound. Then there's, like, the alternative grit and energy, like that low, like, synth bass or, like, electric bass pulse. It might be the bass guitar, but again, it sounds like it has some effect on it, but it's like this low end bass pulse, and then there's a point where it kind of stretches and it goes beyond just the, like, single pulse that it's already doing. And the overall, again, like, electric grit to the tune, that feels very, like, 90s alternative. So there's a lot of different ingredients that come together, but I really do enjoy the cumulative effect. And then, yeah, like, lyrically, I don't know, it's alright, she moves in mysterious ways. That feels like, again, it's keyed in on she. Now, she could be personification. It might not actually be a female human, though it could also be that, meaning it might be layered. But then the idea that, like, if you want to kiss the sky, then you gotta learn, like, get down on your knees, because you gotta learn how to, like, pray, how to look up. And then, there was a line earlier that I was going to key in on, and of course now I'm blanking on. But it feels like it's bigger. It's more than just this visual reference or this conceptual reference, and it seems to be prescriptive. It's like giving advice, and it's talking about, the feeling that is required or will be needed or that is at hand. So definitely there's interesting themes happening here, which I feel like I'm on the edges of, but I'm not sure how they all stitch together. So I look forward to hearing people comment. But yes, even better than I remembered. It makes sense that this would be a tune that kind of hit and was played a lot on the radio, which again is very much where I remembered it. I've been going through some YouTube videos. If you didn't know, over on my Patreon, I've probably reacted to a half dozen or so of their videos, and I don't recall if I've seen this video, but the 90s is and especially the first half of the 90s, because by the time you get to the second half of the 90s, I'm going to a lot of punk shows, I'm starting to go to a lot of techno parties, and again, for those reasons is partly why, like, some groups that I was aware of and that I already enjoyed, I didn't end up, like, going all in on them, because I got interested in some other underground music styles. So it's in no way a criticism or a dismissal of the significance of what some of these bands were doing in the 90s. It's just my own personal trajectory kind of turned my head elsewhere. So I was, like, aware of what was happening in alternative and, like, popular music. But it's something that, if I had to do again, I'd try to follow those too, including U2. But the point is, yeah, like, I don't know if I've seen this music video, but I'm guessing it would have gotten airplay. I'm assuming there's a video. Like, surely there's a video for this song. But yes, I don't know if I've seen it. But grand point that I'm trying to make here, that I'm slowly getting to, is at some point in the coming weeks and months, I'll make sure to react to this video, assuming it exists, because, yeah, this is a top tune, and I would not be surprised if the video has insights into what is happening here thematically. In any case, let me know what you think, and Luca the Sleeping Cat and I will see you next time. Peace.